Hi, I'm Sydney.
Hi, I'm Abigail.
Hi, Abigail. It's nice to meet you.
Yep.
Okay. So we're just gonna go over the form that you just signed for me. So it is a consent form. It does go over that you do have the right for confidentiality unless you share information that involves you harming yourself or others, or your intent to harm yourself or others. At that point, I do have to tell my boss. And it just goes over the fact that this is being video recorded for my class. It will only ever be seen by myself and my boss as well.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That's
all right.
cool.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So what are we here for today?
My teacher said I need to be here, or she recommended that I should come here.
Okay, and why do you think she recommended that?
I don't know. I sent her this email about how I was feeling lately.
Yeah. And how have you been feeling lately?
Really shitty.
Really shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Can you maybe go into further detail of what that means to you?
School is just getting me down. I don't want to deal with school anymore.
So it's school is a bit overwhelming right now. Very overwhelming. What aspects of school?
My grades, the people.
Grades and the people. So what about your grades?
They're dropping.
They're dropping.
I'm not passing a lot of my classes, or I'm at risk of failing.
And why? Why is that, do you think?
Because I'm stupid.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that.
How would you know?
Because nobody's stupid. What makes you feel that you're stupid?
Because I'm not doing well in school. I can't get it.
Well, there could be reasons that you're not understanding. It doesn't mean that you're stupid. Everybody struggles. Not everybody understands the same things. Not everybody learns the same way.
I guess. But I just want to do well, because I have to choose to go to college soon.
That is a lot of pressure. I remember having to choose college. So let's talk about your schoolwork. How do you handle homework?
I guess I try to do it and I get distracted, and then...
What do you get distracted by?
Everything. I'll just distracted by anything, I guess. My phone. I have a dog. I like to play with my dog instead.
Yeah, what kind of dog is it?
It's a poodle.
A poodle. Oh, I do like poodles. I can see why that would be distracting. So what techniques do you use when you feel distracted to try to bring yourself back?
I try to cut off the distractions, I guess. But I like to be on my phone. I like to text people.
Okay. And what you said that the people in school were also upsetting you.
I guess, yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
They just don't like me.
They don't like you. Why do you think that?
I don't know. They don't talk to me.
How long has this been going on for?
A few months, I guess.
A few months. Did something happen that caused this?
Not that I know of.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel welcomed.
No.
I feel like that I don't really have friends in the school. I feel alone. And then no one to turn to.
But you felt comfortable enough telling your teacher about all this?
Because my teacher makes me feel more welcomed. They feel more of a friend to me.
So, have you tried to talk to anybody at your school, like the friends that you used to have, about this?
I tried to say hi and they didn't look at me.
Didn't look at you. That's hard. How do you cope with the emotions of all of this?
I'm just mad all the time.
Just mad all the time. What does being mad involve?
I just act out, I guess.
Yeah? What do you do when you act out?
I guess I just yell at people,
Yell at people.
or I'll hit things.
You hit things. Okay. Do you think maybe those aren't the best techniques?
It gets my anger out.
This is true. But in the end, hitting things usually isn't the best idea, right?
I guess.
Yeah. Do you think we could sit down and make a list of things that you enjoy doing that you could try to do instead?
It sounds okay.
Yeah? All right. Let's do that now. So, I want you to write down 5 things that make you happy.
I can only think of 4.
That's okay. 4 it is.
Okay.
All right, so let's take a look at these. Animals, music, art,
Yep.
and reading.
Yep.
Okay. What about art makes you feel happy?
It's just something I could create, something I control, and then I could put my imagination onto paper and I could see it.
Yeah, it's a way of expressing yourself. So do you think maybe that instead of hitting things or yelling, when you feel upset or overwhelmed, you could do some art?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It seems like a good idea. And as for the school, have you maybe thought about researching programs for tutoring?
No, because they cost too much money.
Okay. There are places out there that do provide after-school programs with free tutors. Is that something that you would consider?
If they're nice, yeah.
If they're nice. So we'd have to find somebody who works with you.
Because, I don't know, I feel like they don't understand what I don't understand.
Well, sometimes the only way to really know if that's the case is to try.
What if I'm nervous?
We could go together. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are some options available. There's individual tutoring or group tutoring.
I think a group sounds fun.
Group tutoring. All right. Group tutoring. So, just to recap on everything that we've talked about, you came here because you were feeling overwhelmed at school regarding your grades and schoolwork, and also the people at school. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it makes you feel not so great about yourself. And in the past, you've taken to yelling and hitting. Yeah, and we've decided that that probably isn't the best
I guess not.
way to solve things, right?
I guess not.
Yeah. Why do you think that's not the best way to solve things?
I mean, like, hitting things hurt.
Yeah, hurts you, right? Yeah.
I guess it hurts people, I guess.
If
People
you're-
I'm around.
Yeah. Yeah, yelling for sure. And it doesn't really solve anything, does it?
I guess not. That just makes more people mad at me.
Yeah. And so for the homework, we've decided that we're going to look into some free tutoring with a group setting, and that we're going to do it together until you're more comfortable. And we're going to find the right tutor for you. Okay. And what about the tutor what aspects of a person would you like the tutor to have? Patient.
Understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Just explains things well.
So we're all good. And then for handling your emotions when you get overwhelmed, we talked about art. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed and emotional, instead of hitting and throwing and yelling, you're going to create some art.
Yeah, that sounds doable.
Sounds doable? Awesome. So I think that's all we have for time-wise today. I'm really glad that you came in and shared all this with me. And so for next week, I'd love to see some of the art that you create.
Okay.
And I'd love for you to also come in with a few resources for tutoring that you've researched.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
I guess, yep. I could do that.
All right, awesome.
Okay.
I will see you next week then. Bye.